Okay students, in our today's session let us see exercise 2.3. So the first part is find the least positive value of x such that first part is 71 congruent to x mod of 8. Second part 78 plus x congruent to 3 mod of 5. Third part 89 congruent to x plus 3 mod of 4. Fourth part 96 congruent to x by 7 mod of 5. And fifth part 5x congruent to 4 mod of 6. So the solution of first part 71 congruent to x mod of 8. Therefore x congruent to 7 because 71 minus 7 equal to 64, which is divisible by 8. This is a very easy question. Na? So the second part is 78 plus x congruent to 3 mod of 5. So I am bringing this is reminder you already know. I am bringing this 3 this side, so that is 75 plus x equal to 5n. I am converting this mod 5 into 5n for some integer n. I am subtracting 78 and 3, I will get 75. So 75 plus x is a multiple of 5. So 75 plus 5 is 80. 80 is a multiple of 5. So x is nothing but we should make, when we add x, we should make this whole number divisible by 5. So it will be possible when we add the least number 5 to this only, it will become the divisible of 5. So 80 is a multiple of 5. So third part 89 congruent to x plus 3 mod of 4. So 89 I am bringing this x plus 3 this side because it is a reminder. So I am taking this minus inside common, minus x, that is 89 minus x minus 3 equal to 4n. So I am subtracting these two. I will get 86 minus x equal to 4n for some integer n. Therefore the least value of x must be 2. Then I am taking, if x is 2, the number will become 84, which is a perfect multiple of 4. Therefore x value must be 2. Here we should put some value in the place of x to make it a multiple of 4. So I am putting 2, the least value 2. So I will get 84. So my x value is 2. Then fourth one 96 congruent to x by 7 mod of 5. So I am bringing this x by 7 this side, I will get minus x by 7 equal to, I am converting this mod 5 into mod n for some integer n. So I am multiplying this x to 96 to bring it common for this and this. So 672 minus x by 7 equal to 5n. So I am bringing this 7 and multiplying it here. So to cancel this denominator. So 672 minus x equal to 35n, and 672 minus x is a multiple of 35. Therefore the least value of x must be 7. That is 665 is a multiple of 35. We should see the common thing for 672 and 35. So that is 7 is the only common thing. Here, because I multiplied 7 here also and 7 here also. So it has common 7. So I am taking the x value as 7. So our fourth question is 5x congruent to 4 mod of 6. So I am bringing this 4 this side because it is a reminder. 5x minus 4 equal to 6n for some integer n. I am converting mod of 6 as 6n. So 5x equal to, then again we will bring this 4 this side because first we should convert this mod 6 into a 6n or n form. Then only we can find the value of x. So we will first bring that 4 this side and then again we will take this side. So x equal to, I will bring this 5 down. So 6n plus 4 by 5. When we put n value as 1, 6, 11 till infinity as values in x. So I will get n of 1 equal to x equal to 6 of 1 plus 4 by 5. 6 into 1. So 10 by 5 equal to 2. Then when I put n equal to 6, I will get 6 into 6 plus 4 by 5. That is 40 by 5, which is equal to 8. You already know, I already told you, these are the quotient. And here remainder is 0, and this is also quotient. So we don't need the quotient value. We want the remainder to be 0. So we should find the numbers such that 1, 6, 11. So it will go on till infinity. So therefore the solutions are 2, 8, 14 till infinity. Because when I put this value, x value I am finding, this q will become the x values. Okay. So our values is 2, 8, 14 till infinity. Therefore least value is 2. So here you can see the least value is 2. So in the second question, if x is the congruent to 13 modulo 17, then 7x minus 3 is congruent to which number modulo 17? So our solution, x congruent to 13 mod of 17. This is our first equation. It is already given in the question. Let p be the required number, that is 7x minus 3 congruent to p mod of 17. This is our second equation. So from 1, x minus 13 equal to 17n for some integer n. I am taking this 13 this side and converting mode of 17 into 17n. So x minus 13 is a multiple of 17 because n will become x by 13, x minus 13 by 17. This is a perfect, this numerator is a perfect divisible number of 17. When I put x equal to 30, then I'll get x, you already know x minus 13 equal to 17n. So I'll put 30 in the place of x. So 30 minus 13 equal to 17n. So when I divide it this side, 17 by 17 equal to n, which is equal to 1. This is the value of n, but you can see r equal to 0. That is 17 is perfectly divisible by 17, which is a multiple of 17. From 2, 7 into 30 minus 3 is congruent to p mod of 7. That is, so this is our equation number 2, 7x minus 3 congruent to p mod of 17. So I am putting the value of x, that is 30 here. So I will get 7 into 30 minus 3 congruent to p mod of 17. So I will multiply 210 minus 3 congruent to p mod of 17 and 207 congruent to p mod of 17 and 207 congruent to 3 mod of 17. I am taking p value as 3, then it will be divisible by 17. That is, when I subtract 207 by 3, I will get 204. So it is a perfect multiple of 17. When we divide 204 by 17, our r will become 0. So rp equal to 3. So in our third question, we have to solve 5x congruent to 4 mod of 6. So 5x congruent to 4 mod of 6 is 5x minus 4. I am taking this remainder this side and converting this as 6n. So 5n equal to, this is x. 5x equal to, again you already know, we'll first convert this as n form, then we'll take the remainder this side again. So x equal to 6n plus 4 by 5. When we are substituting the value of n, when n is 1, 6, 11 till infinity, we already did the same question in first question. So I'm directly writing the values. You can put the same steps here. Therefore, x equal to 2, 8, 14 till infinity. So the fourth question, we have to solve 3x minus 2 congruent to 0 mod of 11. So 0 means the remainder is 0. So this is a perfect divisible of 11. So 3x minus 2 equal to 11n for some integer n. So 3x equal to 11n plus 2, x equal to 11n plus 2 by 3, where when we put n as 2, 3, 5 till infinity, we get x equal to, I am putting first value 2. So 11 into 2 plus 2 by 3, that is 22 plus 2 by 3, that is 24 by 3, which is 8. Here you can see, you already know this is quotient and RR is 0. So x equal to, I am putting the second value, 11 into 5 plus 2 by 3, that is 55 plus 2 by 3, 57 by 3, which is 19. So here too, Q and R equal to 0. So I am putting the third value, x equal to 11 into 8 plus 2 by 3, 88 plus 2 by 3, 90 by 3, which is 30. Here too it is Q equal to 30 and R equal to 0. So our x values is 8, 19 and 30 till infinity. So you can also see, I already told the quotient values are x. So fifth question, what is the time 100 hours after 7 am? So solution, 100 congruent to x mod of 12, because 7 comes in every 12 hour. In 24 hour, 7 only comes in one time, and because in 24 hours 7 am is represented as 7, but 7 pm is represented as 19. So it is not possible. Only we should get 7. So we are taking 12. In every 12 hour, once 7 is coming. So 100 congruent to 4 mode of 12 because least value of x is 4. You can see that when x is 4, then 100 minus 4 divided by 12, that is 96 by 12 gives 8. This is q and our r equal to 0. So the time 100 hours after 7 o'clock is 7 plus 4 equal to 11 o'clock, that is 11 a.m. Here you can see the question, it is given after. So we are adding this 4 here.